Hello there. We are back together again for our card of the month. I have your card of the month for April. Apologies for being late, but I have to be honest with you with my mindset and everything. Um, just with everything that's going on. Like, for example, I have no words about what's going on in Palestine because it's just actually, well, I do. And I wrote about this on my blog a while back. War is profitable. And there are a whole bunch of folks who are getting rich or planning to get rich off of the death, destruction, and displacement of what's going on in Gaza. There's a lot more to it, but that's what I feel. Now, until we start putting some pain in some pockets, nothing is going to change. And this is just me and my opinion and being a cold, hard Aquarius. Okay, so that's it. It's also Mercury retrograde, and I need to be real careful about how I say things. Okay. Also, thank you so much for your kind words about my pivot back to Rashonda.com, my new old website. We're still working on it. It's not perfect, but that's a good thing. So please come on by Rashonda.com and check it out. Tell me what you think. One last thing. I'm recording this in front of our front door. We're renovating my office, so we had to move everything down from my office to other parts of the place, and the front door is the only place where I don't have something leaning on it. We're stacked up against it. You see there. And by the way, this is the key to our front door. So that's why it looks like this in the light. It's pretty bad. Okay, so now on to our card of the month. It is the Two of Birds. I am using Rachel Pollack's deluxe edition of the Shining Tribe Tarot. You can pre-order it now. It goes on sale next week around the anniversary of Rachel's passing, which is on the 7th. Visor Books sent this to me to review. I have a review up on the blog, and I also offered an endorsement just to be transparent. Now, birds in Rachel's deck represent air. So, I'm sorry, swords. So, we have the Two of Swords here for April, which is the Two of Birds in her deck. We also have Mercury retrograde. We've got a solar eclipse coming up on the 8th. Now, the card shows two birds with their backs to each other, and there's a snake wrapped around their legs. So it looks like they're trying to ignore each other, but that snake is what's connecting them. Um, they're trying to block each other out, which brings in the traditional meaning of the Two of Swords. But even if they do block each other out, they're still connected by that snake that's tangled around their legs. So that's the message this month for you and for me, from the Two of Birds. If you've been ignoring something or block trying to block something out for a while, this month is a chance to start working on that issue. Um, it's about saying, I can't ignore this anymore. Let me start, let me do something about this now, or at least start on a path to doing something. It's almost like the reverse. What is that? That Tinkerbell, Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Was it Peter Pan? You got to believe in it for it to exist, or believe to be seen, or was that the Queen? I don't know. Anyway, so that's the vibe of the Two of Birds. You're thinking perhaps if you don't see it or believe it, if you totally ignore the issue, it's not there. For example, if I ignore that tax form sitting over on my desk, it's going to disappear and I won't have to deal with it. If I don't talk about whatever issues my partner and I are having, they'll go away. The issues, maybe the partner too, I don't know. If I turn off the TV or if I don't look at social media, I won't have to think about the war in Gaza. Um, that's the spirit of the Two Birds, but that snake is saying, you know what, I don't know, I'm not sure about that. Everything's connected. You're connected. What you're trying to ignore will be there until you face it. And the thing about this card coming up during this time, again, for context, we're having this solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. And the ripple effect of an eclipse can last about 6 months. So, whatever comes from this new moon or is going on during this new moon, we'll realize the effect of it. Whatever we do or don't do during this time, we're going to realize the effect of it 6 months from now because we've got an Aries full moon in October. If you tackle it, you'll see the effect. If you don't tackle it, you're going to see the effect during that time. So the thing is, you have a choice. And twos are about choices. Whatever is going on right now that's gnarly, maybe it's not even gnarly. Maybe it's just something you don't want to deal with. Um, you could either ignore it, turn your back to it, but 6 months from now, you may have to deal with it. It's going to be bigger. Or you turn around and face that other bird and start working on it. And then in 6 months, you'll have a handle on it because it's still going to be there. So that's your choice right now. You probably can't run away from it because you're connected. You and the issue, you and that person, you and fill in the blank. All right. Okay. So that's it for April. Our card for this month is the Two of Birds, otherwise known as the Two of Swords, from the Shining Tribe Tarot, Rachel Pollack. Yeah, that's it. So I hope it resonates with you. And if it's the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, I will see you next month.